So you're considering a move to Seminole, Florida. Today we're going to talk about some of the logistics of a move across country, a local move, and talk about some of the things that got me to Seminole. Seminole is where I make my home, and we'll cover some of the decisions made, some of the recommendations of what to bring, what not to bring. So stay tuned. If you stay tuned to the end, I'll tell you a little known fact about Seminole, Florida. If today is your first time on the channel and you want to know everything there is to know about living in Seminole, Florida, hit like, subscribe, and share, and you'll be alerted to any future videos coming up. We have many videos out there for you to watch covering different areas around Seminole. When you get a chance, go out, check those out. I've been living in this area for almost 20 years. My business partner Carol and I love helping people move to this area, whether that be in 9 days, 90 days, 6 months. We don't care. We're just like helping people, and we're here for you. All of our contact information is in the description. You can call us, text us, email us. You can even book a Zoom call with us if you're more comfortable getting to know us that way first. We'll get into the main topics here shortly. Thank you. On this episode, I wanted to share a little bit about myself and my move to Seminole about 20 years ago. There is a lot to do prior to moving. I moved here from Utah, and when we lived in Utah, we had horses, and we had to make a decision on what to do with the horses, and we ended up bringing one of them with us. We had 3. So logistically, we knew we were moving. My wife had already secured a job with the VA healthcare system here locally at the Bay Pines VA hospital. I stayed behind. She had to move ahead of me because of the start time on her job, but I stayed behind and got everything ready, sell the house, that kind of thing. So imagine you're bringing livestock with you. So now you have to plan. It's a 2,600 mile trip from Utah to where we live in Seminole. So then you have to plan your stops according to how long the horse is comfortable traveling, finding places to board the horse, all that kind of stuff. So just a little bit more logistics than what you would normally consider. One of the things that I do want to share with you was we used a company called Pods to move our household across country. Now, 20 years ago, it was $6,000 just to move our stuff across country. When I think back on that, and I thought about it a lot after the move, I wouldn't have done any of that. All of the things that we moved across country were things that we could have easily replaced for almost that same amount of money, if not less, once we got to Florida. Really, all I needed to bring was obviously the horse and the horse trailer and the dogs, but my tools. Everything else held very little sentimental value. There were some dishes, stuff like that for the wife. For me, it was my tools. So when you're thinking about moving, especially if you're moving from some other place in the country and you're downsizing, really take an inventory of what you need, you don't need, what can be replaced, and plan accordingly. I would highly recommend coming down for a week or 2 weeks, whatever, and checking out the area. When we moved, we made the decision to rent first. And it turned out to be a really good idea for us. When we first moved here, we lived in Seminole. We rented a place in Seminole and stayed there for a year. Then we moved to, we were still in Seminole. No, that's not true. We moved to Largo. Sorry about that. And we stayed for a while in Largo, but the entire time we were exploring the area, really getting to know our way around and figuring out where we wanted our permanent home to be. And we settled on Seminole. Seminole is one of Florida's oldest inhabited areas. It's rich in history, culture. It was founded in the early 1700s by the Seminole Native American tribe, and we're surrounded by water. We've got the Gulf of Mexico to the west, we have Lake Seminole to the east, and Boca Ciega Bay is to the south of us, and all of the outdoor activities that are associated with that. So logistically, we knew we wanted to be somewhat centrally located to everywhere and everything that we like to do. Seminole is just south of Clearwater and just north of St. Petersburg and St. Pete Beach. So it is in the middle of everything that we like to do. There's abundant shopping, abundant dining opportunities. Everything that you can think of that you want to do. We can be at the beach in 5 minutes. We can be at the Seminole Mall in 10 minutes. Dining is all around us. Lots of options. Okay, more on logistics. The Tampa airport's 25 miles from us, approximately 35-40 minute drive. The St. Pete-Clearwater airport is only about 20 minutes from us, depending on traffic. So it's easy to get in and out. Interstate 75 is 20 minutes from us, US 19 about the same amount. So I encourage you to come down and check things out. If you're looking for a job prior to coming, the area's major employers include Pinellas County Public Schools, HCA Florida Largo, HCA Florida St. Pete, and the VA Bay Pines Hospital. There's also quite a bit of tech jobs available here. You just need to do your homework, but it is a really good place to operate out of if you're not retired. If you do continue to need to work, there's a lot of employment opportunity here. Just keep in mind the cost of living is also higher here too. But you're doing your homework, you'll find all that out. Make sure you do your homework. Outdoor recreation is Seminole's biggest draw, as the city is surrounded by Lake Seminole, two bayous, and Boca Ciega Bay feeding the Gulf waters. Lake Seminole practically cuts Seminole in half, and it's a great spot for boating and fishing. Seminole Lake Park sits on the lake's eastern shores and offers hiking, boating, and many picnic areas. The waterfront Boca Ciega Millennial Park is the biggest outdoor attraction, with an observation tower overlooking the bay, boardwalks, and boat launches. It's also a stop on the Great Florida Birding Trail. The 75-mile Pinellas Trail also runs through Seminole, and it connects many other areas. It goes up to Dunedin, it goes down to St. Pete. I've actually biked quite a bit of it. I've never done the entire 75 miles. I'm not that avid of a biker, but I used to enjoy doing at least 18 to 20 miles. And it's a great way to see the area as well, get through some of the neighborhoods. Everybody likes to be outside here. So you're going to need a bike rack. You're going to need paddle boards. You're going to need kayaks, or at least the ability to rent those. Now, at one point, having been here 20 years, I've owned the bikes. I've had kayaks. I've had a kayak trailer. Hauled them on top of my car. Over time, I've come to learn that it's probably easier to rent the kayaks unless you're out, multiple times a week. Just having to haul them, having to deal with all the stuff, when you can just show up and get in one, pay your fee, and go on, have some fun. One of the things I'd like to encourage you to do is drop a comment if you have questions about Seminole or the surrounding area on logistics. Drop a comment. Let me know where you're moving from, and I've traveled the entire country multiple times. I can be of use to you in that way. There's things that you don't necessarily know to ask. So if you've got some questions, check out our other episodes. Those questions may already be answered in another episode. But by all means, interact, connect with us. That's what we're here for. Okay, I told you if you hung around to the end, I would let you in on a little known fact. In 1879, Albert and Dell Mears and their 10 children homesteaded what is now known as Seminole City Center Park. Their home served as the local post office, and families would gather to trade community news while waiting for the mail to come from Clearwater via horse and cart. Can you imagine that today? Clearwater by car right now is 25 minutes depending on where they're coming from. By horse and cart, that had to be a whole day or more trip. Now, we call it Seminole Lake, but Seminole City, the lake in Seminole City Park is known as Mears Lake, dedicated to Albert and Dell Mears. And that's your little known fact. I didn't know it. I had to look it up. But that's just a little bit about the logistics. I really encourage you, if you're moving to this area, to reach out. Use us as a resource. Carol and I have both traveled extensively, especially around this area, but I've traveled the country numerous times. I can help you avoid some pitfalls, or if you just want to bounce something off of me, don't hesitate to contact us. That's basically it. I know logistics is something that people get heavily involved in, and above all else, be safe in your planning and just stay safe in general. Thanks for watching.